Okay, so we're going to go again from this Floppy Kitten kind of side control. I've allowed Graham to get me into Floppy Kitten side control. I'm kind of defending sort of half-heartedly. Can't reach his foot. Do I want to grab his head? Could grab his head. Can't get over his arm, but his hand is a bit low down here. So as I see his arm is a bit low down there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab it, both hands, and I grab onto the wrist. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit up on my elbow. What I tend to do is push him a little bit with my knee towards this direction and then sit up on my elbow. So I pop and I go up and I grab my own elbow in the Kimura position. From here, I need to get my back to the floor. And as I get my back to the floor, I'm going to turn to this position. If I can, I'll get an elevator in, but it's not really necessary to get an elevator in, because 9 times out of 10 as I apply this, he will roll over anyway. Put my hands so that my grip is on his wrist, and I bring my body up behind the back of his head. Because I've got the hands firmly on his body, and I've got my hands together here, Graham doesn't have a lot of options from this. If he tries to move towards me, I can kind of pin him there. If he tries to move away from me, I can kind of pin away from there. If he tries to turn onto his right shoulder, I can kind of hold him here. Alright, all the time I'm waiting for a position to which I can move into the next move. Alright, it's a nice little pin or go from the Kimura drop. We'll have a look at some moves from this Kimura trap in a minute. Okay? Cool. One more time. I go here into my Floppy Kitten. Okay, defending my arm. I notice his arm's down there. I'm going to grab his wrist, grab 2 hands on the wrist. He doesn't really know what I'm doing at this point. Doesn't know if I know what I'm really doing at this point. Okay, I'm going to use this knee to kind of boost him in this direction if I can, push him over. As I push him over in this direction, I sit up and I grab. I've got to get beyond his elbow. Right? If I don't get beyond his elbow, I'm going to have my back taken. So I've got to get beyond his elbow. If I get this side of his elbow, I've more or less finished this. Okay, I then get my back flat to the floor. I don't need to get an elevator in, but it would really, really help. All I'm going to do is turn this wrist over the top. He will forward roll or he will tap. The hand goes onto his chest. I lock him here, run my hips up behind him, and I hold really tight. Push with the elbow, push with the hands, hold him here. And what we'll do in a minute is we'll have a look at some techniques that I use from it. This also stems from my Kimura sweep from Z-guard as well, if you've seen that video. So we'll have a look at some positions that we can get to from here. Okay? Cool.